In this video, we're going to learn how we can create a link on our pages. We're going to learn how we can create links for the purpose of navigation. That is, in this video, what we're going to do basically is to learn how we can create links that will help us to move around easily in our pages without stress. It helps us to navigate back and forth in our website pages, so we can move from the home page to the contact us page to the gallery page to the about us page, and how many pages you have on your website. So creating links help us to move around these pages easily without stress and without us doing it manually, because in our previous class we learned on how we can create sub pages in our website, and while we did that, we discovered that when we go to if we have this is our index page. If we have an index page, for us to go to the contact us page, we have to type in the link manually like this. So this is our contact us page, so we'll have our contact us page here. So if I'm to go back to our home page, that's our index page, I have to remove this and change it to index, and then it takes us back to our home page. But with the link, we don't have to do this manually. We just have to click on the link and it takes us to wherever we want to go on the website pages. And not just the website pages, we can create link, and then it helps us to link it links our pages to other external pages that are outside of our website. So we can link our website to whatever page or site that we want. So we can link outside pages on our website. So what this is going to do for us is just for us to move freely on our pages, so we can go back and forth without stress on our pages. So right here, what we have on this page is our index page, is our home page, our front page, and then we'll have our contact page, then we'll have our style sheet that is empty. So this is the index page. Okay, so for us to create a link on our website, we have to create what is known as an anchor tag. So an anchor is a pair of tags that will wrap, or that we use to wrap whatever we want to link to a certain page or other sites or external sites, like I said earlier. So in anchor tag, we're going to type in the link that we want, and then we're going to type in the text that can use to identify the link that we're creating. So that's what we're going to do right away. So we're going to create the anchor tag down here. So I'll just go down here and create it. So for us to create an anchor tag, we'll go with the less than sign, the greater than sign, and then for the closing tag has to do with less than sign, /, and then we'll have the greater than sign. But since this VS Code highlighted helps me to complete the code, so we have the anchor tag code over here, and then for us to be able to link the pages or the sites, we're going to create another attribute in this tag over here. So I'm just going to create the href tag. So what it stands for is the hyperreference. So the hyperreference, what it does is it contains the link that we want to take us to a particular page. So we're going to go equals to quotation marks. So in this hyperreference, that is where we're going to paste the link that we want on that will take us to a particular page or a particular site. So before we do that, I want to show something briefly. So on our root folder, we learned how to create our root folder before we can start creating website. So on our root folder, we'll have the contact us page, we have the index page, and we have the style sheet. So if we were to link our home page to the contact us page, we're just going to put in the contact us page in the quotation mark for the hyper reference. So before we do that, I'm going to show us something briefly. So I'm going to create a folder here, and then I'm going to name it tutorial. So I've created the link over here. So what I'm going to do is to go over here. I want to move this contact us page. I want to move it into the tutorial, or I can just do it from my media directly, so to be easy and can see it well. So I'll just go to my desktop, and then I'm going to go to root folder. So this is our contact us page here, our index page, and then the style sheet. So this is the folder I just created. So what I want to do now is to move the contact page into the tutorial. So I'm just going to move this. I'm going to move this. And paste here. So I paste the contact us page into our tutorial page, into our tutorial folder. So I'll go back to my VS Code editor now, and then I'm going to link I'm going to link now. So since we now have our contact page inside a folder known as tutorial, for us to be able to link this, for us to be able to link our contact page to our home page, we're going to start by saying tutorial /contact us contact.html. So this is what we have, and then I'm just going to write a text here that will help us to reach us here. So I'm just going to save this, and then we can go to our browser, and then we'll have the link over here. So it has reach us here, so I'm just going to click on it, and then it takes us directly to the contact us page. Okay, that's that for when we have the page in an in directory. So we have it in an in directory. So what I'm going to do is to go back to my folder here, and then I'm going to remove the contact us page from. So I'm just going to undo this. So we have it down here. So I'm going to go back to our code editor, and then I'm just going to remove this, and then I'm going to save. So once I save, I'll go back to our browser. So I will have our contact us page over here. So that's how to go about that. So after I've created this for the contact us page, I'll go back to our contact us page, and then I'll copy this. So I won't go through the process over again. I'll just copy this, and then I'll go back to our contact us page, and then I can paste it here too. So I'll just change this to index, and then I'll change this to home page. So I'll just save this, and then I can go back to, and then we'll have our home page over here. So we can just click on this, and then it takes us back to the home page. We can click on this, and it takes us back to the contact us page. So that's that for creating links for our website. So another thing that I want to show us briefly is how we can link external sites. So I'll do that right away. I'll just go and get a site that I want to link. Okay, so I want this to take us to the obvious page. So I'll just copy the link. So this is the link to this page. I'll just copy it. I'll copy this, and then I'll go back to our code editor, and then here, right where we paste the link, I'm just going to paste it here. So I'm just going to change this to OBS. So I'll just save this, and then I can go back to our browser. So we have OBS right here, so I'll just click on OBS, and you can see that it has taken us to the OBS site. So we are in the OBS site now. We're linked, we're taking from our home page to the OBS site, the OBS page. So I'll go back to my browser again. If you notice, while we open this, it didn't open in a new tab, so this is still on the tab that will have our website. But if we want to open the external site in another tab, so we're going to go to our page, and then right here I'm going to add another attribute called target. So the target, I'm just going to make it blank, so I'll just save. For the purpose of this is to enable the site to open in another page, in another tab, sorry. So we have our page here, and then we have the site over here. So that's that for that. So lastly, what I want to show you briefly is I'm going to remove this. So we have so we're back to our number index page. So briefly, I want to show us how we can use the text over here. So I'm going to you can visit our page here. So I want to make only what we'll click to be just the here. So what I'll do is I'm just going to copy this, I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to paste it here, and then I will save. So I'll just go back to our page. So we have here, here to be the only link that we can click by doing this. So we can just click this and it takes us to our home page. So that is that. The last thing that I want to show us here is one thing we can do on the anchor tag. We can use we can make anything to be the link. So we can use any object, we can use image as the link to whatever we're doing. So right here, I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to enter. So I'm going to create a div tag here. So I'm going to create a div tag here, and then enter. So I'm just going to save this, and then I'll go to my style sheet, and then I can just div my calibres, and then I'll click on enter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a width. I'm going to give this a width of 100 pixel, and then I'm going to give it a height of 50 pixel, and then I'm going to give it a color. I'm going to give it a background color to be black, and then I'm just going to save this so I can go back to my page, and then we'll have a div tag over here. So you'd see that when my cursor went on this object, it changed to a clickable cursor. So I can just click on this and it takes us back to our home page. You see, so we can use an object as well as we how we can use image. So we can use anything as a link that we can click to take us to other pages. So we can use different things. We can use objects and we can use images as a link. So this is how we can go about creating link on our website. So if you decide not to use text, you can use any object or any image on the that you decide to use. So we can just create a link by wrapping it around in an anchor tag, and then we can have a page navigation ready, so we can move around with the links. So that's basically what we're talking about in this video, and see you in the next class.